Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Timberborn. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and kick on the play button here at 3 times speed. And let's see where we left off. I think last episode we were continuing to make progress building down south here and expanding our colony in this direction. And then we also talked at the end of the episode about maybe pursuing paper production so that we can eventually get to the dynamite. And then once we have the dynamite, we can blast a canal or create a canal here and maybe head north and expand into this area. And then then we pursue the scavenger huts and all of that to get this metal. And we can turn all of this land from a barren, desolate landscape into a green, flourishing place for beavers to live. So let's just take a look at the tech tree real quick and see what that's going to take. I see we've got 212 science. We also talked about adding another inventor's hut, maybe down south here, maybe on this ledge, to help beef up our resource. We saw some items down here. I think it was the monument. So 8,000 science points. So that's going to take a fair amount of time. Probably doesn't hurt to get started on some of that research early so that we're not, largely at the end of the game and we just waiting on 6,000 research points or something to accrue so we can get the tribute to ingenuity. So probably wouldn't hurt to think about that. We've got 3 jobless beavers here I see in the top left, so we can get some people working. But let's go back and just take a look at what it's going to take for the paper production. So the paper mill, let's see, 40 logs, 40 planks, and 15 gears. So we can make all of that. And I'm glad I don't see that. It doesn't look like it requires metal. And that gets us 2 paper from each log. So we're going to chew through logs quite a bit faster once we start getting this guy. This guy does need power, so we're either going to have a water wheel or we'll have to think about a different means of power. And then let's see, the printing press, that will help our knowledge. That guy chews up a fair amount of power. That one requires metal, so we're probably going to wait on that. And then the dynamite, I think we saw in the landscaping section. We've got explosives factory, only takes 1 worker. And we get 1 explosive from 3 paper. So again, once we start doing these, it is going to chew through our logs. And in order to build this building, we only need 10 logs, 30 planks, and 10 gears. So it looks like just logs, planks, and gears is all we need to get the buildings so that we can produce explosives. So let's go ahead and research this guy right now. Like I said, we've got 227. Maybe we start with the paper and just make sure we have enough research points. Let's get that guy. Oh, that one's 250 on its own. Okay. Well, we're almost there. Let's see. We've also got, let's see, a lodge. I think these are these? Yeah, these are still being built. Got another lodge being built here and another campfire. That should help our comfort level. We're at level 7 well-being. And I think we still have some homeless beavers. Yeah, we also talked about the social life here being kind of low. We may need to throw another campfire down up in our main settlement area. I was thinking about doing it back to back here on top of that one, but it looks like there might not be enough room and it might look a little jammed in. And then I think the other thing we talked about, looking at our food inventory, we saw that there's no, we got plenty of bread. We've got some carrots, not a ton, but we don't have any grilled potatoes. So I was thinking about using this little section of land between our tree farm and our wheat farm and dropping down a bunch of potatoes. So why don't we just do that? I'm wondering if I should leave room for a path to go up here. I think they're okay. The beavers now in this version, and I don't know if this will stay this way as the game develops, but they kind of run right through each other. So 1 path might be enough. It doesn't look like that's going to get clogged up, and there's not a lot of traffic over here yet, so I'm just going to fill this with potatoes, and then later if we need it, we can always clear out those potatoes and put a path down if we have to. But before I even do that, and I apologize for jumping around, let's plop another farmhouse down, and oh, awesome, it fits perfect I'm going to pop the farmhouse right here. This will be the one doing kind of the potatoes and maybe helping out with the wheat. So let's get that placed. I think that's the right orientation. Good. And then let's pop down a bunch of potatoes here. Plant crops. It's a little far from the grill here, but that'll just have to do. We may end up needing another grill. We'll keep an eye on that once these potatoes start hopping. All right, plant crops. Potatoes. And we'll just drop these all down here. That should shore that up. And then I was thinking of adding a bunch more carrots down this way. We also talked about maybe getting rid of the berry bushes. We've got 558 berries. They're nice because they don't have to be replanted. They don't take up beaver hours, work hours to replant them like the crops do. They just kind of regenerate on their own, but they are slow to regenerate. I think we'll leave these here for now, but I'm just gonna create another big carrot patch here because that seems like we're a little short on carrots. And we're gonna get a little bit away from our symmetry here. I guess I could maybe strip. I'm just gonna put a big carrot patch down here, so we'll make it look pretty later if we need to. But I'm just gonna drop this just like this. Although there's no pathway, is there? All right, hold on a second. Excuse me. I think this power production here, this power transfer shaft here, kind of blocks this sidewalk. I'm not sure they can walk through that. Although I do think we can put stairs over that if we want. I'm getting majorly distracted with these. I'm getting majorly distracted. I just need to put some carrots down. But no, I'm curious if I put some stairs here, can we hop over that shaft? Let me just entertain my distraction and see if we can do that. I can definitely put stairs up this way. But that'll be pretty crowded. That'd be a mess. Getting the stairs coming back down would look kind of bad. It's all kind of jammed in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a little room for a walkway here. Half for looks and half for functionality. I'm just going to pop this in. I know there's an extra square here I'm kind of missing, but I don't want it to look too crazy. All right, and then we'll get back to planting those carrots. Let's see. Just like that is fine. Just a little bit more. And then maybe over here, why not? Let's do this. That should keep everybody busy. We still have 2 jobless beavers. I'm going to open up this farm. Or am I? Let's see. We don't have a lot of crop right now to harvest. And we've got, I think, let's see, we've got 7 beavers on farming. I'm going to save these 2 jobless ones. Maybe for the paper mill. Looks like we can research that now. We just crossed over 250. Let's do it. Paper mill is first. And again, we're going to need power for this. 1 worker, 2 paper from 1 log. And eventually that's going to get us the books for knowledge. And earlier than that, once we get the explosives factory, we'll get dynamite from this paper. All right, so that's researched. We're down to 4 science points. I do want to get another inventor's hut down sooner than later. Just trying to think where we want to do that. I want to kind of leave this pathway open just north of this little pool here, little lake, because I think that's going to be our route up and through. We might have to blast all this out. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Either way, I know we're going to be chewing through the logs. While we're thinking about logs, let me plant some more of those. We'll do maples. This time I'll do a couple of these stripes here, and we'll just get this accelerated a little bit. I'm kind of leaving a path along the shore in case we want to build some stuff there. And then we can probably start doing this routine too. All right. Yeah, because we're going to be going through a lot of trees. And I think we've gotten rid of all the pines at this point. So now we're in a situation where we have to wait for the maples to grow. We did stagger these, so it'd be interesting to see if these are going to kind of mature at different times. It kind of looks like it. 69, then 58, then 41, then 34. So hopefully we'll get to a point where we always have at least some to chop down. We're doing fine on logs right now, 388. But I have a feeling we're going to come up short down the road. We may want to put up a tree farm over this way. We do have a log pile. We are starting to build our lodges. Now, why isn't this lodge being built? I think it's just the haulers have a long way to go to get the logs. So with our jobless, hopefully they're over here in the south. Let's put down a lumberjack flag and start clearing out some of these trees out of this area and out of this area. I'm guessing, but we've got a lot of room to expand over here too. But I can't remember if this part of the lake here, if this dried up or not. If this dries up, it's going to be a little harder to dam because that's a huge area to try and dam off. Although, if we can make it over this way, but if we put a dam over here, I wonder if this lake would stay filled up during the dry season. There's probably only one way to find out, but we've got to get builder flags and lodges and everything kind of slowly creeping out this way before we can even attempt to build there. I'm pretty sure. Or at least that's what I think. I don't think I can just send builders over there. We saw that with expanding to the south here. We had to get, lodges placed in order to have workers to even do the work. So that expansion took a little bit of time. But yeah, eventually it seems like we will want to dam this up pretty good. Then we'll have this whole lake of power, or a whole lake of water. We can put a bunch of water pumps here and just really store up the water. Anyway, let's keep this going. What I was thinking of doing is a lumberjack flag over this way to start clearing out some of these trees. I'm thinking we'll keep a tree farm over this way. And eventually we'll cut all these guys out and put in maples, and then also put in a kind of a mirror setup to what we've got here. We're going to need planks. We're going to need gears. Right now we've got 95 planks. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn on the gear workshop and just get those accumulating as well. We've got tons of storage. At least we should. Although we've got quite a bit of food in storage. Those berries are really just taking off. I'm kind of concerned that we've got so many berries. Maybe I did not need to plant these. Anyway, let's stay on task here. I'm going to put a lumberjack flag. Boy, it'd be nice if I could put it where they can reach all these trees. Looks like almost right here gets most of it. And then with a path or something, it looks like we can get the rest. That looks, how about right there? I think I'm going to do it right there. And I probably should have swung it around. Let me delete that. That's fine. I think that's fine. Then again, let me get rid of this and swing it around. Delete the buildings. It's pretty instantaneous, I think, for the buildings. All right. Woodworking, lumberjack flag. And yeah, I'm just going to rotate it so it's on the path. That's all. Boom. All right. That is that. That will get built, and we'll start cutting down these trees. I got to mark them for cutting. Let's not forget to do that. So let's see here. There's those, and there's those. That should clear out all those guys. And then we got all of these guys, this, and that. So hopefully it'll take these guys out. These trees are the weakest of all these birch. They only yield one log per tree. The maples are the best. We've got a bunch of them planted here. I'm a little nervous that there aren't any available to harvest, but we do, again, have 388 logs, so we should be in decent shape. See, our bakery is running fine with one beaver and one bakery. We have amassed a ton of bread. So that is good. I see our farmers planting and harvesting carrots. That's awesome. So as soon as they are harvesting, other ones are coming and planting. So that helps our farm production greatly. So that is very cool. Got a long way to go on these potatoes. They're going to take a while to grow. These two. And we may end up doing some farming here on the other side. Maybe this is an area for farming. And actually, this looks like a very good path to kind of come through between these two ridges. This one's up 2 levels. This one's up 1. But maybe we kind of create a canal coming through this way. And then make this all nice green fertile land for farms and pre-farms and all that good stuff. All right, so next we got to think about placing that paper mill and how, or the research. Or the research. Research is going to be easy to forget. It doesn't take any resource. It just takes a beaver. So I think we should plop down an inventor's hut. And I'm kind of thinking maybe up this way. I'm going to plan ahead and drop a path coming this direction. And then the other thing that's on the back of my mind is building a multi-story lodges, like a lot, like 5 levels up or something. And someone mentioned in the comments that you can maybe go up to 10 levels. But we need kind of a stairway. We need kind of an interesting stairway to pull that off. Almost like, back and just like in a large building, how you have the stairs that kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth as you move up or down the floors. And that takes 2 levels wide. I'm wondering if we should experiment with that here. So basically, let's just see if we can do that real quick. So yeah, a stairway there, and then a platform, right? And then a platform, and then a stairway up again. I think, let's see, am I going to block the path? So basically, I want another platform, or I want another stairway. Let's see, I don't think I can just hang them in the air like this. Basically, you can see what I want to do, right? I want to go up here. If I put a platform there, let's just see what that does. We can delete this stuff, just kind of experimenting. But we want to come up. I think we actually need to do it like this. Let's see. We may delete some of this, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm trying to get at here. So this would be the platform. I should probably look at some other builds and see how people have done this. Looks like I can't put another stairway here. So again, I'm trying to think of a way that we can have a staircase basically that keeps going up levels. And it's probably obvious. There's probably something obvious that I'm missing here. But I can't, it doesn't look like I can have something on top of the staircase. Like it's not letting me put a platform. Let's see, is there a double high platform? There is. It takes 150 science points. I don't think I want to spend that just yet to do this. And then there's a triple high platform. So I'm thinking, like right now, I need, if I want another set of stairs going up that are on top of these stairs, I need to have some kind of platform to put them on because it's not letting me put stairs on top of stairs. Have to think that one through. I think I'm going to go ahead and delete all that out. Didn't cost us anything, but let me know in the comments if you know an easy way to do that. And I'm going to give that more, I'm going to give that another try at some point. But for now, it's not getting anywhere quick. So we'll come back to it. And I'm just going to drop our inventor's hut because I want to get more research going. In fact, I could drop 2 of these. To be honest with you, we need so much research. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Get that started. Eventually, we're going to need these monuments. Take a ton. There's 1,000. That's 3,500. So that's 11,500 just for the monuments. And that's a ton of research. And you can see the rate that it accrues with just one inventor's hut. It's pretty slow. So we'll get those going. We can't build on top of those guys anyway. Maybe I could have put them on top of here. But we'll get that started. And then I'm thinking maybe another row of lodges actually behind these guys. So let's do a couple and just get this going. A boom and a boom. Let's put down a path here for these guys. And again, this is going to be our work, our pool of workers. I could do a double walkway and then let's see. If I wanted to go 2 levels up. Let's grab another lodge. Like this. All right, there's a mirror image one here. So let's see how that works. So if I do it like this, then at a minimum, I can get a couple stairways up here, right? So that's 2 stories. That's pretty easy, and that doesn't look too bad. Anyway, so they got lots to do there. That builders will be busy. Let's see if do we have anybody? We've got lumberjacks. Where is our builder's hut? It's way over here. They can get to all this. So what do we got? We've got, it's one single builder. That's going to take a while. Oh, we've got a dry season approaching. How are we doing on water? We got one tank here that looks pretty low. We made it through pretty good last time. We do have more beavers this time. We need to think about more drinking water storage. And we probably need to do that sooner than later. This large water tank holds 300 water. Our little guys only store 30. So, and then this irrigation tower, I think that comes later. If we want to have farms up on these tall areas, you can just have the beavers bring water up, and then it'll irrigate a large area. Is how I understand it. We'll give it a try. But right now, I'm thinking we need to do a little better planning on our water. I think it's time to actually research that water tank as soon as we get the science points up. Looks like we've got both our inventor's hut built pretty quick, so that's nice. Our science should start to accumulate 3 times faster than it was. And as soon as it gets to 120, I am going to go ahead and build. I'm going to research the large water tank and probably build a couple of these. It takes 10 gears. We've got our gear workshop back up and running. And we've got 51 gears in storage, so that's not going to hurt us to build those. Our logs are going up, so that's good. I think planting the maples is really going to pay off. They give us 8 logs per tree. They do take a long time to grow, but we've got quite a forest here. Let's go ahead and extend this path. And let's see, do we want to go right next to the cliff here? It looks kind of, let's just do it. Let's just do it like that. And then I'm going to plant some more trees in here. Maybe we come up this way. I'm going to put some more maples down. And hopefully, I'll probably have to mark those for chopping as well. I don't know if I can do that ahead of time. Let's see. Will it let me do that? Let's see. Escape. Manage cutting areas. Mark tree cutting area. Looks like it's already in the air. It's already covered. So we're good there. And then I think this path hopefully will allow the lumberjacks to, where are they? Where is the lumberjack hut? It's way over here. Yeah, they can get to it. I think once we get these paths in place, hopefully they can catch these last 2 pine trees. All right. So yeah, we're going to have to put off what was it? We have the paper mill, but we're going to have to put off the dynamite or the explosives building because I do want to get that water going. So let's do that. Got the research now. Boom. And let's plop down a couple big water tanks. So we've got some room over here. It's not too congested. Let's see. What orientation do we want to? Or we could put it right behind the potato. That's not a bad spot. Let's do that. It's a little closer to the pump, maybe. Either side, right? Either side is fine. Let's pop one down here. Boom. And then these poor guys have no source of water. That's kind of a problem. Let's pop one of these water tanks up here. They are going to have to haul the water over here, but that's just going to have to be the way it is. Ooh, there's room right here. Well, it's too bad they don't have a mirror image of this one, because that would have been kind of nice right on that little spot. Let's see. How about, or we could make a platform underneath this and pop it right there. That's kind of a cool location. Let's see. It's only one high. Let's try it. If I plop that guy there, and I probably need another, right? Let's see. It's not urgent. It's going to be a while before they can even get to building this. But that's not bad right there, right? And then we'll put a path. It looks kind of, I think that looks kind of cool. And it makes sense to have it right next to the place they're hanging out at night. And I think in terms of hanging out at night, why don't we just go ahead and put down another campfire here. Right across the way so they can socialize with each other across the two campfires. And then we're getting up to the end of this episode. I'm thinking we may want to place another campfire out this way somewhere. We've got one there. And we need to get more housing going up here as well. Let's see. We need some builders to take out these stumps. So we're probably going to have to place a builder flag. I thought I had one. Nope. I got a gathering flag and a lumberjack flag. Let's go ahead. Let's see. We've got 3 lodges there. We've got 3 more lodges here. We have storage behind that. Yeah, I'm surprised. And there's 4 campfires over here. Just kind of surprised that our social well-being isn't higher. Social life, 41 out of 44. We'll hold off on that. Let's see how these 2 campfires do, if that helps shore up the research. I mean, not the research. I'm looking at these Inventor's Hut. If it shores up our social life statistics, then we can keep our well-being high. I think we're almost close to the eager beaver, right? So eager beavers, we get once we get to progress level 8. We're on 7 now. And I think if we had these maxed, we might actually hit it. Comfort. Once we get the dynamite production or explosives production done, I think maybe we will take a little time here and set up the carousels, which will increase their level of fun. Let's see if those take metal, though. If they take metal, it might be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, the carousels take 40 metal. I have not done the metal yet, harvesting the metal. Let's see. Do we have any nearby? There's some way over here. That's not super close, right? There's some way over here. It's a little tricky to get to. It's going to take a bunch of stairs, probably. So we can expand that way to get metal. Let's take a look over here to the east. Do we see any buildings? I don't see any old buildings or ruins. There's berries and trees there. It's a little harder to tell at night. There's some way out here. So yeah, I guess. Oh, here's some. That's not too bad, actually. This might be our first little source of metal. There's a decent amount in there. I bet we could maybe think about expanding out this direction. Kind of, I guess what I'd call southeast. So yeah, maybe our southward expansion, we start thinking about coming out this way so we can get to this metal. And that'll allow us to build the carousels, and that'll bring up the level of fun, right? If we hover over carousel, it says it satisfies fun. Visitors 12, so it must satisfy 12 beavers at any given time. Does require horsepower, but most importantly, the thing holding us back is that 40 metal. And it does take 700 science, but hopefully we'll see the science tick up quite a bit faster now that we drop those 2 additional inventors' huts. Let me get back to our main colony, and then I just want to look around on this side, kind of north of the river, to see if there's any buildings nearby. We're in the drought. Our water, our big water tank's got a little water in there, 14. We do have this reservoir that still has water, but we saw last drought that this thing runs dry. Like eventually we'll pump all the water out of that. So once we get dynamite, this is something we're going to want to expand. We're going to want a pool of water here. In fact, I don't know if having this dam here is a good thing or not a good thing. It could be that that's keeping the water from the river from replenishing this. So we may end up taking that out. We'll have to see. But yeah, our water pumpers should be pumping pretty much 24/7 in order to get these giant water buckets filled up. And let's see if our builder hut can reach that. Just barely. Or our haulers, I mean. So they're probably going to be hauling some water. We've got 5 beavers assigned to that task. Got more lodges. 4 more lodges. So that's kind of cool. Getting the last of the stairs built there. Let's see how we're doing on housing. Whoa, we got 7 jobless beavers. All right. Let's see. Adults. We've got 38 adults, and we've only got housing for 30. So it looks like we're having a little population boom. Anyway, let's wrap this episode here. We will pick it up in the next episode. This time we expanded our housing. We dropped 2 more inventors' huts to speed up our research. We bought we unlocked the paper mill. So we need to get that going. We've got all the stuff we need. I'm sure we've got 40 planks. Yep. We've got all the gears we need. Our plank production has gone down to nothing because it's entirely powered by the water wheel. But once the drought is over, that will replenish. We did the water tanks. We researched those. I think it's just a good time to do that before the population gets too large and we get caught off guard and we end up having a bunch of beavers die of thirst. We don't want that. And then we also discovered this may be the metal deposit that we want to go after first. And we're going to need metal for the carousels, and the carousels are what's going to drive up the happiness. And the happiness, or the fun, I should say, and the fun could be our easiest path to getting our overall well-being, or our average well-being, up to 8. And if we do that, we achieve the first of these 2 goals, which is the eager beaver target. Now, I'm not sure if the beavers change their look or what this actually means. Doesn't really say, but it's a goal and we will achieve it. And it'll probably be a couple episodes before we get to that. Anyway, this is Glidercat for this episode saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. That is what helps this tiny channel grow, and I would definitely appreciate that. But for now, this is Glidercat signing off saying I will see you in the next episode.